As I reflect on the last 8 weeks of this course, I'm reminded of transformative leadership and leading transformative change. This class challenged me to think a lot deep about how real transformation happens. One of the biggest takeaways was learn that leadership is not only about managing systems and enforcing systems and managing people, but it's about influence, about development, about trust, about being willing to grow, adapt, and change. I was fortunate to be able to use a lot of this course material, my professional development. And I've been fortunate to be able to apply many of the principles that I've learned in real time, especially things pertaining to psychological safety and amiss and team. Those are kind of the things that we don't focus on. But realize that performance depends on asking questions and admitting mistakes and contributing ideas. It's more about teamwork. Sometimes organizations create fearful environments and team members, they don't want to work together. They don't want to work in environments where they don't feel like they can communicate openly. And so learning about this connected with my own leadership experience because, I have to deal with teams on a daily basis and how they perform in environments, and they need to be feeling trusted and supported. And if they do, it leads to adaptive change. The five dysfunctions of a team also by Lencioni that showed that when teams lack trust, they avoid conflict, they struggle with accountability, they fail to achieve collective results. And what stood out to me the most was fake artificial harmony hurts teams. Healthy teams have difficult conversations. They're not, fake with each other. And it taught me about not avoiding conflict and how avoiding conflict creates deeper dysfunctions. And then crucial conversations was also very significant for me because it helped show me how stress and disagreement can lead to change. Leaders have to remain calm. They have to listen, and especially the emotionally charged, situations. The concepts in the books were not theoretical; they were practical. And team development, conflict management, and organizational culture are all things that are important for transform leaders. Before, I viewed resistance as, people just refusing to adapt. But now I understand that it's connected to fear, uncertainty, lack of trust, previous organizational experiences. People usually resist when they don't feel heard, when they don't feel respected, they don't feel valued. And as a leader, this shifted my mindset because now when I focus on implementation, I can focus on the people and development and communication and not just profits or end results. Professionally, this course has changed how I think about systems and organizational culture. And it forced me to focus on influencing climate, motivation, and sustainability. But when I talk about research, I really want to focus on the Hawthorne effect and how observation changes behavior. I believe that if you keep observation consistent, they can help team members to develop habits, the habits that are necessary when observation is there. Unannounced and announced, scheduled and unscheduled observations. If you can constantly observe someone and their behavior changes for the better, then I hope that research would show that would also build the necessary habits and skills. This could potentially be important for future research and dissertation focus because it focuses on organizational behavior, training systems, and development. This course directly connects to inspire and transform and advocate because, of course, transformative leaders have to inspire through influence, through vision, through motivation. They create the energy, they create the direction that people work toward shared goals. And then transformation is all about learning, being a learning organization, development, developing people. But real transformation happens when people grow and not just systems grow. And then when you advocate, for me, it was all about the psychological safety. Leaders must advocate for the employees, the diverse employees, the regular employees, making sure that they're heard, they're respected, they're supported, and make sure they feel safe. It's not about defending employees, it's about creating systems and cultures where people can grow. So this course has really challenged me, but it's also given me practical frameworks. And I realize now transformative leadership is ultimately about people and relationships, communication, and most of all, trust. And if we can focus on those things as an organization, we can get the best out of our people and we can be good stewards of all that God has entrusted to us.